In this video you're gonna learn what is LiveView and what kind of problems it solves to me and my team. And you maybe have the same kind of problems. It'll be a good idea you change to LiveView too, okay? So welcome to the ELLYACADEMY's channel made for who wanna be above the average. And if you also wanna be above the average, one thing that you have to do is keep up to date with the technology that are changing the world. So subscribe the channel and don't lose more content. The main problem that Elixir solves to you is give to your client a rich experience. Well, but we already have ways to solve that problem. Let's analyze how you do that today. Let's say that you use some front-end framework like React. What you have now is an API. Let's say you have a Phoenix channel or a Phoenix server using an API, serving an API, and you have some JavaScript app in React, for example. Well, you use server that JS application to your client. Let's say your client is here, access your application to a browser. After access your JS application will manage the communication with an API through REST or WebSocket, for example. Okay, the main problem here is we have two segregate applications to manage. That means that you have maybe two teams to work with your solution. You have two pipeline deploys, you have two repositories, you have more work to solve one problem. With LiveView, what changes is that this time you don't need to have two applications. You can do everything with a Phoenix server serving a MVC application. Now your client can access your application through a web browser, making a request to only one endpoint, only one application that will respond with an HTML document. That first response is an HTML document that already have a content with meaning. What is different when you are using front-end application, front-end framework? That is already an advantage, because if you are creating a web page that needs to appear in Google, the Google will be able to index that application, that document. So after the first request, your web browser will be connected to your server through a WebSocket connection, and all this is already out of the box. So you can now create your rich application without the need of a front-end framework. You can use everything that you know in Elixir, and you can use every advantage that Elixir has to create your interface application. Now let's look at this using the point of view of someone that is managing the team. What you have when you are using a JS front-end framework is that you have one application that is your core business. So let's say you have here an API with your core business that is written in Elixir, and you have here some JS application to serve your front end. Here your JS application, and you have your team. In your team you have a bunch of expensive guys that are working with Elixir, and you have one more guy that are specialized in some kind of front-end framework. What you have here is division, because usually the guys that are writing code here in Elixir, they tend to keep writing code in Elixir, and all demands that are related to front end will end up going directly for that guy, the front end guy. So now you don't have more a full stack team. You have someone that deal with the front end, you have other guys that deal with the back end. And that maybe works for a lot of companies, but sometimes that's not the ideal way of work for your company. So if you want to use the advantages that Elixir give to you, if you want to use all the things that Elixir give to you, and you don't want this division, LiveView will be a better choice for you. Here at this channel, we are always talking about be above the average. Be above the average as a developer means that you own your solution, that you understand everything that happens in your solution since the beginning, since the front end, into the deployment, into the operations. You have to understand the whole flow of your solution. You have to understand the business of your solution. So by using LiveView, you have a better way to understand everything that is happening in your solution, and that's why we chose to give to LiveView a chance, and we are using LiveView every day and using heavily, using in a bunch of scenarios, and LiveView has proved to us that it will really give us what you need, and plus a better development experience. So that is for today. I hope that my experience help you too, and don't lose the chance to subscribe the channel and leave a comment, maybe with something that you want to be mentioned, something that you want to understand better in Elixir or in other technologies too.